High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College. One college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Husson University, Bucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Bangor Savings Bank, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Hildreth Auto and Equipment, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Town East Toyota, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pottle Field here in Hermon, the site of this Class B playoff matchup. It is the latest run at a potential first gold ball in program history for the Hermon Hawks. You see the sparkling record right there, and standing in their way, the John Bapst Crusaders off a pretty emphatic prelim victory of their own. Mark Paulette, Ernie Clark on the call with you this afternoon as we welcome you into the pregame show here on Ticket TV. Myself and Ernie coming at you from the Quirk broadcast booth as we get the Darlings pregame show underway. Darlings in Bangor, as he covered for sales and service, shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models are used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Ernie will take a look at the regular season standings here in Class B North. Hermon up near the top, their spot that they're accustomed to being at the end of the season. Actually, we have it in bracket form here as we are getting ready for the 2-7 matchup. John Bapst, though, after a prelim victory, now 11 victories this season. No slouch of a 7 seed.
No, not at all. Dominated Ellsworth in the third meeting of the season between those two. I believe it was 7-0. Liv Wang for John Bapst, 4 goals in that game. As the Crusaders look like, going through their scores recently, look like they're probably playing their best soccer of the season right now, scoring a lot of goals. Won 5 out of the last 6, and 4 in a row. 9 out of 10 in 4 in a row. They actually lost 3 games in a row early in the season, all by shutout. 2 to Hermon, back-to-back, and 1 to Presque Isle, the number 3 seed. Those are the teams that 7-seeded John Bapst has lost to. Twice to number 2, Hermon, and twice to number 3, Presque Isle. Other than that, they've been shutting out everybody else, but they've been scored a ton of goals lately. In those last 4 wins, 27-1, they've outscored Caribou, Old Town, Foxcroft, and then 7-0 over Ellsworth in the prelim game, which mean, it was according to the seeds. I don't know that too many people expected it to be quite that dramatic in terms of the differential there, almost a run rule, so to speak. Hermon is back where they always are, right up at the top.
14-0. That's what they do.
Yep. They only trail Madomic Valley from the KVAC in the heel points, and Madomic Valley 12-0-2. They've had a couple of ties. They are the team that Hermon beat in the regional championship game last year, and Hermon outscoring its opponents 87-7 this year. 7 shutouts. They've not allowed more than 1 goal in any game this season, and I know there were great expectations this year as they returned 8 starters and the bulk of the team from a year ago, and they've played up to it at this point, at least, not beaten and rarely challenged so far through the conclusion of the regular season.
Plus 80 in the goal differential department. That is certainly a formula for success on the pitch. As we get this broadcast underway, we're just inside of 8 minutes from meeting the teams, the Crusaders and the Hawks, in front of the home crowd filing in here for Hermon ahead of this Class B quarterfinal matchup on Ticket TV, where our coverage is presented in part by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. We're also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's, where the extra value meals are officially back. You can save when you make your favorites a meal, whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets. There's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. We'll take our first time out here in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll put the spotlight on a couple Crusaders and Hawks up next on Ticket TV.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia.
You'll do better at Darling's.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been helping New Englanders thrive by living our You Matter More promise. We invest in Northern New England because your ideas, your well-being, and your business matter to us. Our commitment is reflected in our caring employees, innovative solutions, and investments in local communities. At Bangor Savings Bank, you are at the heart of everything we do because you matter more.
Back here at Pottle Field in Hermon, getting ready for this afternoon's Class B quarterfinal between the John Bapst Crusaders and the Hermon Hawks. It's the 2 versus 7 matchup here in the northern bracket. Hermon looking for yet another regional championship in this girls soccer program, and the Crusaders hoping to be some stiff competition standing in their way this afternoon. Ticket TV coverage is presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. We're also presented by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com. Both these teams have been featured pretty regularly on Ticket TV throughout the year, Ernie. We have certainly seen our share of the Hermon Hawks, and they feature one of the most talented strike forces, regardless of class, in the state, between Natalie Tardy and Madison Stewart.
Yeah, two 100-goal scorers. My up-to-date stats, I believe, have Madison Stewart at 110, which is second in school history behind Brooke Gallup and 112. And Natalie Tardy at 101. And those two are 2 of 5 Hermon soccer players over the last decade or so to reach 100 goals, and they're among the top totals in the state. Once you get to 100, that's a lot of goals. And so the fact that they've been able to play off each other for 3-4 years, and they've got some fullbacks like Peyton Garrett, who's just a sophomore, who's just uncanny about feeding them lead passes, setting them in. It's pretty much an offensive weapon that has produced 87 divided by 14, which is 5 3/4.
They fill it up.
Yes, they certainly do, and so you've got to be able to keep up with them, but at the same time, whether it's offense and defense or a combination of both, nobody's scoring on them either.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got 7 shutouts. They've given up 1 goal in 7 other games. No more than 1 goal to any opponent. So when they're scoring 5 and nobody else can get more than 1 off them,
the math works out in their favor.
That's where the 14-0 come in, at least during the regular season. And so, and John Bapst has been victimized by him twice. The first one was 7-0. We had one of them, I'm pretty sure.
I believe it was that first one early on in the regular season.
Second one was 3-0 up at the University of Maine.
Let's take a look at the rosters here. We'll start with the visitors from John Bapst, and as we're talking through that team, a couple of players to keep an eye on today. Quinn Bennett and Ernie, you mentioned Liv Huang with the 4 goals in the prelim.
Yeah, among the leading scorers, Ella Williams, another one to look out for, 16 goals, 3 assists. Liv Huang, 4 goals in the 7-0 win in the prelims over Ellsworth last Saturday. She now has 12 goals and 8 assists, and Quinn Bennett, primary playmaker out of the midfield, 9 goals and 10 assists for 28 points. Riley Susie and Carly Susie, 5 goals apiece. So it's a little bit more balanced, but and they're outscoring folks 57-16 or 52-16. Can't read my own writing. 52-16. So they've been winning a lot of games comfortably.
And more than half those goals allowed coming against these Hermon Hawks.
Right. Exactly. 10-16. So they know the task is kind of twofold. A, we have to score to win, but B, we can't let them score many. I mean, they like to keep it. If they could somehow have a 2-1 game, I think that would be what they would prefer, because I don't believe they figure they're going to be able to stop them, because you have to make sacrifices defensively against Hermon because of such tremendous speed in the passing game.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the long lead passes set up a lot of the goals that Hermon scores. So you've got to devote a certain number of resources to that end, so you're not getting beat 2-on-1 or 1-on-none. And everybody you take off offense to go to defense, or take out of the midfield to go to defense, is one fewer player you have to attack the Hermon defense that doesn't seem to give up very many goals.
Taking a look at MJ Ball Squad right there. Those rosters presented by UMaine Online. 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. You can apply now, umaine.edu/online. Ticket TV coverage also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. And for over 5 decades, Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. We are just about ready to meet the participants for this quarterfinal matchup. The Crusaders and the Hawks kick it off next on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hermon Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hermon's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hermon's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hermon delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hermon Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
I believe it's sweater weather.
Yep, it's sweater weather.
You know what comes next.
Snow! Zip up and come see our impressive lineup of all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles at Down East Toyota. We're clearing out the 2025 models. Lease a Tacoma SR for just $399 a month for 36 months with only $1,000 due at signing. Hurry in before the snow flies to get a deal that'll fit you like your favorite sweater. All roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Hermon. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $5,250.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Maine Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Maine Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Maine Trailer. Maine Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
Complex on the campus of Hermon High School, set for this Class B quarterfinal matchup between the Hermon Hawks, the number 2 seed in the north, and the John Bapst Crusaders, the number 7 seed. Mark Paulette and Ernie Clark on the call with you this afternoon. And Ernie, time to get some keys to this contest for the Crusaders and the Hawks.
Well, I've kind of already talked them out. As far as Hermon goes, just play the way you played the first 14 games so far this season. It hasn't hurt you yet. They've been able to score a lot of goals and keep the other teams off the board. John Bapst has got a twofold challenge. They've got to find a way to score. They've been shut out twice by the Hawks during the regular season. And they've been scoring as of late. They've been scoring at quite a clip themselves in their late season surge to the 7th spot in the standings. And then somehow they've got to be honest enough defensively to not allow Hermon to get those breaks, long lead passes from midfield to send Stewart and Tardy down ahead of the defense. They've got to prevent that from happening, and we'll see if they can pull it off. Nobody else has been able to do it so far this year.
Those keys to the game presented by Dean's Detailing. Tonight's coverage also presented by the Furniture Gallery, where they have opened their 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall this month. With a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Wyndham, their team is ready to provide Topsom the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value you can trust. Shop local, save money, and sleep better with the Furniture Gallery. Quick throw right after the start of this game. Into the box. The flag goes up, though, and Bapst got moving a little early on that move there. Offsides is the call. Rick Sinclair just popping into the box to let the folks know that we could be on History Watch today, Ernie.
Yes, again, and we've been that way a couple times here lately as players in pursuit of career goal number 100. Now it's a school record it's inside, as you mentioned during the pregame.
There's a ball played ahead. Tardy trying to chase it down. Instead, a nice job by the Crusader defense, shielding her from the ball, and Bouchard coming out to scoop it.
Well, that's, they're 1 for 1 on that Crusaders, because they had multiple people down there, including one person that kind of ran between the ball and the Hermon players so that the goalie could get a clear look at it. So, but they have to continue to do that. In the meantime, they have to be able to generate enough offense down the other end to penetrate the Hermon defense.
It's almost like the idea of putting a spy on the quarterback in football, where you have one player just designated keeping their eyes on a certain player. For the Crusaders, you almost have to have an extra defender laid back and watching for those counter moves as the Hawks try to push the ball up the pitch here.
But it's not an easy thing because Tardy, Stewart, they're generally speaking faster than the one, so you can't get up too close to them.
Yeah.
They'll blow by you, and it's hard if you're 30 or 40 yards away from them as you set up in your defensive formation and they're hanging around midfield waiting for the change of fields, then they can get away from you pretty quickly. They don't have to get away from you very long in order to put themselves in position to score.
Crusader ball over in front of their bench. Hermon Hawks trying to pin them deep down at this end of the field and flip it once they get possession, as they have done here. Jumping onto the ball, it's Garrett in the midfield. Garrett tries to poke one back in the direction of Tardy. Pass was behind her and allows the Crusaders a little bit of a clearance.
Yeah, Crusaders playing, 9 players on defense in front of their goalie. Grace Bouchard, just one forward up near midfield. Waiting on that change of field. That's number 12.
Garrett with the long ball there. It's run down in the corner. Does it stay in? No. The referee on the near side has the flag raised, and that's out for a goal kick.
Ella Williams, that forward, that single striker for John Bapst. Winner of this game plays the winner of the quarterfinal between number 3 Presque Isle and number 6 Gardner. Scheduled for Friday, but
it's a little bit of a road trip.
Also scheduled is a lot of rain on Friday, so we'll see how that works out.
Gardner to Presque Isle, no complaints there, though, because I think the worst matchup, if you will, of the first round of the soccer postseason goes to the statewide Class D on the girls' side, where, who is it, Old Orchard Beach and Madawaska were scheduled to play a first-round matchup and did so by, quote-unquote, meeting in the middle at Holton.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. I mean, that's...
Yeah, it's about 3 hours for one, 2 for the other.
At least it's in a Aroostook County, so they didn't have to travel down.
Didn't have to leave the county.
No. There's a lot of that now.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We had a football conversation on the drive the other day with Anthony. Is it Anthony Hart?
Andrew
Hart from Maine, the Maine high school football website, and we were talking about statewide divisions in football, of which there are just one in Class C, and there's a lot more travel now. And I just remember, it wasn't that long ago, 5 or 6 years ago, when there was a lot of consternation about mileage and how much it cost to make some of these trips. And right now, at least, it doesn't seem to be as much of an issue. So I guess we'll continue to do it as long as the budgeteers can afford it.
No long bus trip for these teams. Just a quick 5-minute ride or so on the bus.
Of course, Hermon will host that semifinal if they advance today, whereas John Bapst would be on the road against either Presque Isle, the number 3 seed, or Gardner, the number 6 seed. The other thing about that Gardner to Presque Isle trip, it's the interstate to Route 1.
Yeah.
So it's,
You got some main roads all the way there.
You're not heading to Piscataquis County, let's say. Oh, they've worked on Route 15, so my trip home is a little bit smoother than it has been in recent years.
Hermon trying to jump on the ball here in the midfield. Bapst so far doing a nice job through the first 5 minutes, just not allowing the Hawks to have any sustained run with possession.
No, they've got pretty much everybody back right now, and maybe the thought is the longer you can keep them off the board, maybe the more you'll frustrate them, and that could lead to a mistake. But I'm sure other teams have tried this year, at least to this point, and sooner or later something happens.
Hermon with the ball back after a deflection. Lancaster in a little bit of space has the ball back. Trying to pass it off to a forward up ahead, intercepted there by the Crusaders.
Yeah, a little too unselfish there.
This is Garrett with it, trying to steer it ahead, and once again.
See, there are 6 defenders right in that area versus 2 or 3 offensive players.
A lot of white shirts down there.
May have to, at some point, force the issue and take a few shots that you might not normally take just to put a little pressure on the defense and go chase down the rebound.
Garrett plays it back to Selleck, who switches the play over to Ewer. Ewer has it knocked out of play by Grant for a Hermon throw.
That ball he was just using looked awful dark. They got a white one out there now, but the other one looked
worn a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Cross comes in, header, and the first goal of the game. It took Hermon less than 6.5 minutes to smack it into the back of the net.
17 from 16.
There you go. That's the strike force. Tardy to Stewart, and the Hawks are on the board. Take another look as the cross comes in and finds the wide open head of Madison Stewart off the right foot feed from Natalie Tardy.
Just a great play. there, great center. It's like they've done it before, Mark, you know. That is career goal number 111 for Madison Stewart, the school record 112 by Brooke Gallup. Her final season was 2021, so.
We are officially on record watch here for the Hermon Hawks. One more for Madison Stewart, ties the program record.
For the season, that is 28 goals for Stewart. Tardy has 38 this season.
There's an interception by Garrett in the midfield, trying to boot it up the pitch for Tardy to run after. The first one to get there for the Crusaders is Robichaux. She does a nice job of bringing it back up to the midfield and allowing John Bapst to get on possession.
Took the ball to the corner, had the ball in the corner in that play, and kind of moved the defense around. They couldn't all converge on the middle, or at least they didn't, and Stewart had a pretty open situation there to knock that header in.
It was a nice job by her as well, where her momentum was taking her towards one post. She stopped, almost bent the body back the other way, and sent the keeper diving.
Yeah, she really had time to kind of do that because she didn't have too much defense there, giving her a hard time or forcing the issue or making contact.
Here's Stewart with possession of the ball, knocking it forward for Tardy, right outside that 18-yard box, trying to move it onto her right foot. First shot is blocked down. Lancaster returns it to Tardy. Garrett out wide to Ewer. Deflection, but she's right back on it.
That's not a bad thing to do, though.
Garrett taking a long shot, and Bouchard forced to do a little more there than I think she initially expected, as that ball caught the turf before it got to her and ricocheted off the legs.
Topspin on it coming out of the air there, and you get those short hop ones, and they can be tricky, as that one was, but Bouchard keeping it in front of her enough to prevent Hermon from doing anything with a rebound.
Interception at the back there by the Hawks. Moving it up into some space back towards the midfield, but out of the reach of Stewart. Today's coverage presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. You can register for driver's ed courses at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. We're also presented by Eastern Maine Community College. At EMCC, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu.
Quinn Bennett with some nice work in the midfield to advance it for John Bapst, but not for long, as Hermon kicks it out of bounds.
Throw here for the Crusaders down in front of the Hawks bench. Not too many white shirts in front of the action right now for the Crusaders as they try to send it ahead in the direction of Williams. A shot away, but Balmus not troubled all that much. Becca Balmus back in goal after missing a couple games in the middle of the season for the Hermon Hawks. Battle for possession down at the far end of the pitch underneath the scoreboard. Crusaders trying to hold it up and at least make this a throw and not a corner. Even better, though, they get to hold on to possession with some short passing.
Did you get a good night's sleep last night or just stay up and watch baseball?
I was there all the way through, except for the moment that Freddie Freeman made contact with the baseball.
Really?
I drifted off.
Really?
And I came to when he was rounding third base. So I quickly rewound it, watched the highlight, and looked at my phone. I think it was 2:54 a.m. and said, okay, that is enough after 18 innings.
I called it a night at 2:09.
All right, so you were there for most of it.
Missed the last inning. Well, I was watching football for most of the early part of the evening.
Here come the Crusaders with their best move of the game so far, trying to send some players up on the attack, but Hermon is right there as Lancaster pops it back up towards the midfield.
See, Hermon usually advances the ball with the pass, longer passes in terms of situations like that where See John Bapst relying on the dribble there, and that gives the defense of Hermon more of a chance to catch up. And
interception there by Bennett, feeding a teammate down the wing here. It's Susie being held up. Susie puts it back into the midfield. Carly for Riley. There's a nice step around one defender. A shot through and just beyond the post, past the outstretched arms of Becca Balmas. Have another look as the Crusaders inches away from tying this game at 1.
It's 14 there. Got ahead. That's about as good a chance as you get against the Hawks there.
That was a great little burst of speed.
Carly Susie.
Knife through the defenders.
I think the lead pass was Riley Susie. A nice play there. But there was a lead pass involved in that straight ahead that sped up the process of moving down the field and gave Bapst a great opportunity.
Crusaders took it back briefly there in the midfield, and now Hermon extending a run all the way up from deep here. Still going with it was Johnson before eventually having the ball knocked off her toe, but right back at her. Feeding it up the sideline. Hermon trying to pass it into Tardy. She somehow gets a shot away in traffic, and that wasn't all that far from the far post.
See, that to me, that's a good idea for Hermon to advance it up the side and then kick it in at the end while the Crusaders are still kind of retreating to a defensive position.
Goal kick here reaches Susie. She turns and fires towards the midfield. Seems that last movement might have gone a long way towards building some confidence for the Crusaders as they're working their way into this game. And the cross comes right to a Crusader, but Susie couldn't square a shot up on the open goal as Balmas able to get back in the nick of time. And lucky there that the pass was, or the attempted cross, just enough on that left toe for Susie to not be able to bring it under her control.
Yeah, just hit hard enough and just behind Susie. So she had to gain control before she could take a shot there. But I was wondering if the pass was going to be made across because Susie was wide open over here, and there were 3 defenders heading to the right wing to cover the ball. But I forget who had it, but it might have been Riley Susie. Was under too much pressure to see who was over on the opposite side.
Almost a giveaway in the midfield, but Bennett comes back to the ball. Bennett trying to put one over the top for Williams to run after. Garrett has it taken away. Crusaders, a little bit of miscommunication though there on the attempted advance. You were running after this ball for the Hawks, trying to poke it around her defender. Very nice move there to get around Jesse Grant. And then some strong defense from Elza Khan to win the ball back. Giving right back to the Hawks in the midfield. Tardy to Garrett.
Bang.
Garrett from distance and just too tall on that effort. You almost called it, Ernie.
She's got, I don't know if I've seen a better left foot.
Yeah.
This season. She's got great range on that shot from that kind of distance. We're talking 30 yards there.
Goal kick coming up here for the Crusaders. Ticket TV coverage presented by Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise Auto Sales on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day and no waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. We're also presented by Bangor Savings Bank. They've helped New Englanders achieve their goals since 1852 because at Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Whether you're planning for today or building for tomorrow, they're here with personalized service and a commitment to what matters most to you. Visit Bangor.com. We do owe you a couple picture-in-picture breaks throughout the course of this first half. We'll get ready to send you off to our first one here. Back with the commentary in just a moment from Hermon High School.
Hi, I'm Steve Prey. My father built Praise Auto Sales on trust, integrity, and dependability. Today, we work hard to carry on those same qualities. Praise Auto Sales has now grown to 2 locations, which gives you a bigger and better selection to choose from. We have a wonderful service department. They really thoroughly examine every vehicle before we sell it and also maintain your vehicle after the sale. Our financing department works with banks, local credit unions, and alternative financing to help you get in the vehicle of your choice. At Praise Auto Sales, you don't have to wait for a sale. We offer every day guaranteed lowest price. We really are an extended family of grandparents, parents, kids. Come on out and see us and you'll see why we've been in business for 40 years. Plus, we do free appraisals. Praise Auto Sales, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Conduskeg Road in Levant.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of work, you know, and everybody's got really busy lives. And for us, we love animals and we like this idea of homesteading. I'm a high school English teacher and I'm attending online courses at University of Maine. I was ready for that next step. I was ready to take on something new and thinking about what that commute would look like kind of held me back. Having a university that's so flexible, that online learning ability has been wonderful. And I absolutely feel like I'm part of this UMaine community.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Stop in.
Back here in Hermon, where this broadcast is brought to you by Maine Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Maine Trailer has you covered. Maine Trailer in Hamden and in Auburn. Here come the Crusaders once more as they are really working their way into this first half while we were away in that picture-in-picture, Ernie. They had one corner. They've been peppering this end of the field here over the last 5 to 10 minutes as they continue to get shots away towards the back post, and Susie was lurking just a couple feet away.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the stats, you had the sense that Bapst was playing its best soccer of the year. They've been scoring goals at a much greater pace than they had for the first two-thirds of the season. Some of that's the teams that they're playing, but some of it's also just gaining confidence when putting balls into the net. And anytime you can beat Ellsworth 7-0, it says something about where your team is at, and they are certainly a different team than we saw early in the season when Hermon beat them here 7-0. They played back-to-back games against John Bapst and Hermon did 8 or 9 days apart there in late September. First game was 7-0. The second game was 3-0. That game, I believe, was played up at the university.
Yeah, 25 combined wins between these two teams coming in. 14-0, perfect regular season for the Hawks. 11 for the Crusaders after that prelim victory. As a long ball caught out of the air by Becca Balmas.
Shots on goal of 4-2 in favor of Hermon right now.
Just beyond halfway through this first half. Madison Stewart's 111th career goal. The difference so far. Bennett trying to get it back in the midfield for the Crusaders. She's on it. Hermon with the throw down in front of their bench, bringing it back in.
They have two white balls and one much darker.
Yeah, one's.
It seems to favor, I guess. I don't know if that's the primary ball or not, but just kind of strange to see it. Be tough on a foggy night.
The lighter one back on the pitch now. Hermon jumping on possession here, right on the Hawk logo. Garrett galloping through the midfield. Gets closed out there by Susie. Today's game brought to you in part by Dairy Queen. The new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Try the Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat. Enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat, or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Treat menu before autumn's over. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at Dairy Queen in Old Town and in Bangor. Our coverage also brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. And this holiday season, take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals brings the fun, the laughs, and the memories your team will love. Don't wait. Book now at flashmemaine.com. Going back to that baseball game last night with a little bit of a lull in the action here. Those first 8 innings or so were among the greatest 8 innings of baseball I've ever seen. That game was action-packed. That was baseball as baseball should be played, not just strikeouts and home runs.
It's actually, I don't know what the public perception is, but the baseball playoffs this year have been more entertaining than usual, I would say. There's runs being scored, there's surprises, blowouts, great home runs.
Tardy with a bending effort that's wide of the post for a goal kick. You got Shohei Ohtani turning in the greatest performance ever
I missed his
played.
2 home runs last night.
Just tune in tonight. He'll be on the mound, striking out at 15 and hitting a couple more.
So he reached base 9 times last night. Is that
Tied
correct?
a major league record.
4 hits, including 2 home runs.
He went
4 intentional walks?
Yeah, in the first 7 innings, he went 4 for 4 with 2 homers, 2 doubles.
Okay, so
and
4
pretty much
extra base hits.
the first time he came up, well, it was a double lead off the game. Then he hit a home run to put the Dodgers up 2-0. Then he had an RBI double to bring him back within a run. Then he had a game-tying home run to lead off the 7th inning. And at that point, Blue Jays manager John Schneider made the decision, we're not pitching to this guy again.
Right.
No matter if there's people on base in front of him, no matter where he's coming up. There were points where they were leading off extra innings, intentionally walking and putting the winning run on base.
Well, at least they didn't have to walk in with the bases loaded.
But, yeah, so it was a string, I believe, 3 consecutive intentional walks, and then a 4th intentional walk where there was a meeting on the mound followed by 4 balls spiked into the dirt.
I don't pitch to the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty...
oh, and by the way, he's starting tonight.
Well, now that's kind of interesting because he had a long night last night. I mean, I know it was on the West Coast, so it makes a difference.
Played ahead here by the Crusaders. A chance in the box. Loose ball. And Balmas goes sprawling across the blue turf to collect it.
Nice recognition there by Balmas, who doesn't get tested a ton, right?
Yeah.
Because they dominate so much. But she kind of read the play and saw the opportunity to go get the ball before anybody else could get it and did a nice job there.
Once again, the Crusaders in an attacking position here, trying to work their way around that blue wall of defenders. Hermon gets a clearance back up towards the midfield.
It's one of those things where if you're John Bapst in that situation, you got to try to find a way to get a shot off. And that time, just too many defenders around her. I think she's surrounded by about 4 Hawks there. But the Crusaders can maintain control now.
Susie tries to get it back. Hermon knocks it off towards the sideline. And looks like we have some advantage down there.
Yeah, it's going to be a free kick for John Bapst at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, perfect position here to try to curl one in.
25 yards plus the distance from the center of the field to the sideline. I'd have to remember my geometry to figure out the distance on that one. Fat chance of that.
Break out Pythagorean's theorem and whatever else we need to figure it out.
It's not an isosceles triangle, I do know that.
2 Crusaders standing behind the ball to play it in. And actually, they decide to go down the sideline, maybe cut that angle a little bit for this cross, which finds a John Bapst player in the box. Hermon now steers it out of there.
Great idea. The ball a little bit too deep to be able to do anything with it before Hermon could get a foot on it. Now here they come on the counter.
Garrett into the midfield and then slams on the brakes to allow some teammates to catch up. Garrett sends it down the far sideline for a teammate to chase after. It's Allison Stewart.
See, that's quite a weapon, though. That's a heck of a ball she just threw. I mean, just in terms of distance to get it down the field there, off the left foot to the left wing, deep, and now Hermon gets to inbound it with a throw in.
Back to Garrett here. Around one defender. Trying to get through some traffic. Intended pass for Hermon's Maya Lancaster is intercepted. Now the Crusaders trying to come up the far sideline. Into the middle of the pitch to Ella Williams, that lone striker. Hermon able to shield John Bapst from the ball after the Crusaders kept it in along the far sideline.
Yeah, you knew Garrett was going to send it long, and she did.
Elsa Ewer has her pass picked off, but the Hawks jumping right back on it through Garrett. Big time collision right around the 35-yard line, and a free kick going the way of John Bapst.
It's going to be a throw, I think. Nothing on the contact, but just a throw in.
Okay, yep. That word has been received by the Crusader players now ahead of the restart. We do owe a couple more picture-in-picture breaks through the course of this first 40 minutes, so let's send you off to another one right now. 12:20 and counting left in this first half. Hermon on top, 1-0.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Back here in Hermon, Crusaders trying to make their way down the pitch. Intercepted there. More good defense at the back by the Hermon Hawks. This game brought to you in part by Autumn of Life Home Care. They're looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules and an office located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook. And if you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, try Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. Get a look at the school profiles here in a moment when there's a break in the action, and I speak it into existence.
There you go, John Bapst High School, enrollment of 516. Dan O'Connell, the athletic administrator, and Jason O'Reilly, the principal for the Crusaders. And did you know, in 1996, the John Bapst Band played in Bangor for President Clinton, who later invited them to perform at his inauguration.
Must have made a pretty good impression there.
It's been his second term.
Crusaders trying to get a ball into the box, but once again, Hermon with a denial out there on the wing. I'll show you the Hermon profile right here.
567 for the home of the Hawks. Athletic director is Rick Sinclair, principal Brian Walsh. The Hermon Pond area was once famous for ice horse racing in winter, drawing crowds from across Penobscot County. What the horses have? Like spikes on their hooves?
Probably some special footing there.
Yeah. You can only wear them between November 15th and May 15th.
Yeah, didn't want to tear up the road.
No.
Of course, some sad news coming from that area that Hermon Mountain is heading into its final year here.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I know they've been trying to sell it for a while, and this is kind of this is it. And we'll see if somebody buys it and builds a bunch of condos on the hill.
I think that's where I learned to ski.
Is that right?
It was either there or Sugarloaf. One of the two. It would make more sense to take the short trip to learn how to ski, though, right? Before heading to the big mountain.
I went to what was then known as Squaw Mountain up in Greenville when I was a kid. It was open. Went up there quite a bit early. Actually, didn't stay upright too long, but enjoyed it nonetheless. See, that's another mountain that's kind of waiting for somebody
waiting for an investor.
Yeah.
There's a few of those around the state. Inside of 9 minutes remaining in this first half, with the Hermon Hawks leading the John Bapst Crusaders by 1 goal. Madison Stewart, 6.5 minutes into the contest of this Class B quarterfinal. The 2 versus 7 matchup in the bracket. Got a Hermon throw along the far sideline, but first, a couple of substitutions made by each team. Start your day off right with Black Flag Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-through and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and more at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. Speaking of Brewer, the Coach House restaurant is located right there on Wilson Street for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experience-friendly staff. It's the Coach House. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and thecoachhouserestaurant.com.
Defense by Brooklyn Kelly of Hermon to stop a threat by John Bapst. Now here comes the Hawks down at the other end.
Garrett to Stewart, who tries to get a one-touch cross toward Tardy, intercepted, and back to the midfield. Garrett turns and sends one towards the box, but nobody home, and it rolls all the way through back to Bouchard. If you're the Crusaders and you can see through this final 7 minutes and 15 seconds or so, you got to be feeling pretty good about how this first half has gone.
Well, if you get to it at just 1-0 down, you're certainly in the contest, and not only does the scoreboard suggest that, but just the quality of play, it suggests that as well. It's not been a dominant effort by either team, really.
Crusaders getting it back towards midfield here. Williams turns and gets it over to Bennett. Tardy and Stewart chasing after it. White shirts the first to it, though. Cleared over to the sideline by Reese Monnier.
Crusaders had plenty of defenders back, 4 of them, but the pressure put on by Hermon forced the kick out of bounds, and so at least Hermon gets some territory out of that rush.
Hawks walking a tightrope along the sideline. Now spin it over to Tardy. Tardy running along the 15 as it deflected off her foot, but right back to her in a little bit of space. Battle for the possession. Tardy still with it. Now gets it off to Garrett. Garrett trying to lead it for Stewart. Just deflected away from her. And now Madison trying to get it under her control. She does. She turns. Monnier throws her whole body in front of the ball and denies the shot. Some physical play right now on the pitch, and the Crusaders are yelling at each other to advance their way up the pitch.
Here you come on the counter real quickly, but Hermon able to get back in time to foil that bid.
Some lively play here at the end of the first half. Back and forth we go with Garrett now charging up the far sideline.
You see both teams kind of doing the same thing now in terms of those long sending passes, and it's sped the game up there for a moment or two quite a bit, but it's also created some open space opportunities for both clubs.
Will be a Hermon throw with 5 minutes remaining in this first half. Coverage brought to you in part by Old Town Redemption Center, the original redemption center of Old Town for 30 years. Family owned and operated. Open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. That ball out of play along the back, and it'll end that move for the Hawks. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. A reminder coming up at the break, we'll have highlights from this first half, numbers, and a look ahead at our upcoming broadcast schedule. Tardy turns, trying to find a window, nothing there. Poked ahead by the Crusaders. And John Bapst jumping on the loose ball here in the midfield.
She's got to send her down the wing.
Able to tilt the field a little bit as continuing the run was Huang. Coming back for Williams, just out in front of her as she goes crashing into Balmas, who collects the ball off the turf.
That play got dangerous in a hurry there. Looked pretty relaxed there for a while. He was just settling and waiting for her other teammates to get into the offensive end, but that wasn't really a shot. It was a cross taken, and it checked up.
Yeah, it almost seemed like it came after the initial attempt would have been there, and it caught the Hawks napping a little bit.
Yep, yet there was somebody streaking down the sideline for John Bapst, and there was a race to the ball between her and Balmas.
Garrett jumping on a loose ball here in the midfield, trying to play it up the sideline to Ewer. Good defense by the Crusaders to come over and deny it. We owe you one more picture-in-picture as the Hawks throw the ball back in quickly here to Garrett in the midfield. She tries to switch play over to the far side. A shot away, knocked down by Monnier, who then pounces on the ball to clear it up to the midfield. And with that, let's send you off to that final picture-in-picture of the first half. Back for the conclusion of the first 40 right after this on Ticket TV.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Back here in Hermon, 70 seconds left in this first half of play with the Hawks on top 1-0. A handball there going against Hermon. We'll give it to the Crusaders. John Bapst pushing most of the white shirts up the pitch here for the final 60 seconds. See if they can get one more charge out of this first half. Ticket TV coverage.
Well, here we go.
Brought to you in part by Hartford's Auto Service as Natalie Tardy goes running after the ball. Can she get a shot away? Steps by the defender, left-footed shot, and Bouchard swallows it up. Grace Bouchard had that one measured and now punts it back up towards the midfield with 33 seconds remaining.
Rare chance to get out in front of the field, although good pursuit defensively by John Bapst to contest that bid by Tardy, and she finally got the shot off, but right at the John Bapst goalie, Grace Bouchard.
Hartford's Auto Service, 62 Liberty Drive in Hermon. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, they can provide routine maintenance, brake, and suspension repairs, as well as muffler repairs and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page as the first half will expire with that ball off the field of play. Hermon leading at 1-0 through Madison Stewart's goal in the early moments of this contest. Don't go anywhere. We've got the halftime report coming your way next on Ticket TV.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Welcome back to Paddle Field here in Hermon. We are at the half on Ticket TV with the Hawks in front of the John Bapst Crusaders 1-0. This is the Furniture Gallery halftime show on Ticket TV. Exciting news coming to the Mid-Coast as the Furniture Gallery has opened its 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall this month. Family-owned and operated local business with a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Windham, now ready to provide Topsom the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value they can trust. Shop local, save money, sleep better with the Furniture Gallery. Let's take a quick peek at our University of Maine fan cam, brought to you by Black Bear Athletics. It is football season, and Maine as hot as anybody out there. 4 wins in a row. They've got another home game coming up this Saturday, and if you want to be there to join the Black Bears for all the game day excitement in Orono, just head to goblackbears.com. Go Blue. All right, let's get this halftime show underway, Ernie, with a look at the first half highlights. Only 1 goal on the board, but plenty of action from that first 40.
Yeah, really a lot of back and forth action, although just 1 corner kick apiece, so it wasn't domination by anybody. But here is the goal, the cross by Tardy, and the header by Madison Stewart. 33-35 left in the opening half, so 6 minutes and 25 seconds in. And Hermon has an early 1-0 lead. There's Peyton Garrett, always dangerous there from the midfield end. Got that short hop against Grace Bouchard, but she smothered it and was able to gather it in before Hermon could get a rebound. John Bapst not without chances, though.
Yeah, Crusaders really played their way into that first half.
That was 15. Riley Susie there. Here's another chance here as the ball was sent across to Kylie Susie, and she got a shot off, but not able to get it in. Here's a nice read by Becca Balmas, the Hermon goalie. Here comes Tardy. She had the defense on it. Had to stop, got the left foot on it, but Bouchard was right there, went down on it, and able to make the save. Again, the shots on goal just 5-2 in favor of Hermon here at halftime. Shots on goal, that is, and 1-0 on the scoreboard.
Halftime highlights presented by Next Home Experience. Ticket TV, also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. Also brought to you by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer that is proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. So 1 goal, just 1 corner kick for each team. Any other numbers from that first half?
No, shots on goal. Hermon 5, John Bapst 2 saves. Bouchard 4 for John Bapst, and Balmas 2 for Hermon, and then the corner kicks 1 apiece. So a lot of action between like the 20s, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it went back and forth a lot. There was not a lot of situations where one of the teams, Hermon might have had a couple of opportunities early in the game where they were able to establish their offense in the forward end and just kind of work the ball around or attempt to work the ball around. But really, it was back and forth action that fun to watch, to be sure.
Yeah, clean first half as well. No whistles out there on the pitch. Our coverage Brought to you in part by Orno and Callis IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orno IGA and Callis IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orno and Callis IGA is our hometown proud. Let's take a look at the upcoming events this week on the airwaves of 92.9 The Ticket, Maine sports leader. We've got Game 4 of the World Series tonight. I assume that we brought you all last night's game, but I don't really know how that station changes over from one day to the other with a event running right through it for another 2.5 hours.
I didn't check it. When at 2:09, I went upstairs and I sleep to the radio because my grandfather did, and I just got used to it. But I sleep to the radio, and I had it on a different station that it wasn't the game, but it was essentially the game because somebody was
commenting on it,
doing the quote non-play-by-play as play went on. It was a Los Angeles-based show, I guess, so that's kind of why.
And on Wednesday night, we'll bring you Game 5. Thursday, we bring the Bruins to you against the Buffalo Sabres. And on Friday, Maine welcomes BU to the Alphon for a big weekend series, number 5 versus number 12 in the college hockey world. Coming up the rest of this week on Ticket TV, tomorrow night we'll be on the campus of the University of Maine as the John Bapst boys begin their quest for a 4th straight regional title.
Do have one final from a Class B North girls game played earlier this afternoon. Number 5 Skowhegan defeated number 4 Erskine Academy of South China 1-0, and so Skowhegan, which is normally a field hockey powerhouse and still is, by the way, undefeated at the regular season. They have had the best season probably in school history in girls soccer, and it goes on to the semifinals where they will play the winner of top-seeded Madomic Valley and number 8 Old Town. Who knows when? I mean, it's supposedly Friday, but may not be till Saturday, given what Mother Nature has in store for us.
Yeah, it might be an inch or two of rain coming our way on Friday, but those semifinals will be played sometime this weekend as you take a look at the Class B North soccer bracket right there. Ticket TV is brought to you in part by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home and style for a fraction of retail cost. Check them first, check them often. Do Green. Sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. That will do it for the Furniture Gallery halftime show here on Ticket TV. The second half kicks off right after this between the Hawks and the Crusaders.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darling's.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Welcome back to Hermon. We are ready for the start of the second half between the Crusaders and the Hawks. Hermon, the number 2 seed here in the north, leading the number 7 seeded Crusaders 1-0 after the first 40. Coverage on Ticket TV, brought to you in part by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered since 1927, the best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colebrook Road right here in Hermon or at bangortire.com. Our coverage also brought to you by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or just watching, soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Maine Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Ernie, you think anything was said in either team huddle at half other than just keep playing the way you've been doing it?
I don't know why you would. I mean, there's some subtle little changes, I'm sure, that the coaches, MJ Ball of Hermon and Quinn Bennett, Greg Bennett, of John Bapst, well, I've seen, but nothing major, I would think. Till perhaps the clock winds down to the point where somebody needs a goal to tie this game.
Crusaders trying to get that one into the midfield here. Get it out of the midfield, I should say, as Hermon able to get back on the loose ball and start the attack once more. Bapst trying to get it up the sideline, unable to do so as Hermon jumps back in front of it and on to possession through Johnson. Johnson feeds Garrett. She goes for the one-time cross right into the face of the Crusader defender. Emery's Miernik caught that one up high. Hermon will just watch that one go out for a throw.
Well, Hermon's been able to control this for the first couple minutes of the second half here.
Ewer. There's a shot blocked down quickly right back onto the ball. Back to Johnson now. Quick return to Tessa. John Bapst doing all they can just to get it out of this little triangle down beneath us. Hermon turning up the pressure here at the start of the second half as Selleck pokes it down deep again.
Yeah, Selleck does a real good job of that.
Ewer gets a shot in. It takes a deflection. And Bouchard has to go down to her side and grab that ball with bodies flying at her.
Yeah, that was some good work there by Tessa Ewer over on the left wing. They just keep working and working and working, grinding away until she finally got an opportunity to put the ball somewhere near the net. And a little bit of a challenging save there by Bouchard as the ball got redirected.
3 minutes into the second half as Johnson wrestles the ball away.
Yeah, she's a sprinter.
Down the near sideline. Still face guarded down there by Miernik.
Got around the corner, though.
That she did. Pass into the box, deflected away. Only out as far as Lancaster. Ewer's pass is picked off, and John Bapst will try to take it across midfield. There's a burst of speed. Continuing the run here goes Huang. Unable to get it around the defender, though, and back onto the opposite foot as Balmas comes out.
We mentioned Wang had 4 goals in the prelims against Ellsworth, and you could see why. Certainly Hermon aware of that because they had numbers back against her and needed all of them to keep her from making a serious shot there.
Tardy had it taken off her foot by Miernik. Monnier clearing it up the sideline, but out of bounds right at midfield. Back and forth the action here at the start of the second half, as it was for much of the first half of play as well.
Well,
there's Wang running after one. Can she get to the end of it? No. Johnson gets there just ahead of her and steers it out of play. It'll remain with the Crusaders for a throw as Kaylee Lawson down the sideline to bring it back in.
There are very few people that are going to outrun Ella Johnson in a situation like that. Ella Johnson at Hermon, number 5. It's one of the rising distant runners, sprinters, anything you want relative to track and field. And Eastern Maine.
Huang gets it over to Bennett, unable to get a first shot away, now spins and gets it in, but Balmus plucks it out of the air calmly with the mitts.
Been a little quiet over the last 15 minutes or so of the first half after starting out strong, but made a good bid there. Had a chance right when she first touched the ball maybe to get a shot off, but had to regather, and by that time there was some defensive help.
Tardy to Garrett, who has it taken away. Cleared towards the midfield.
It's
Selleck
Selleck.
closes out, wins the first battle, wins the second, and now passes it off. Allison Stewart dealing with the ball on the far sideline, looping around a defender, but then losing it out of play.
Madison's sister and a couple of freshmen who see major minutes for Hermon, along with Elsa Ewer, sister of Tessa. Oh, ball almost got through there.
Bapst sends it the other direction. Just trying to tilt the field a little bit as Williams goes running after it, but had 3 blue shirts between her and the ball. Rolled out near side to Johnson.
Chance here for Hermon.
Garrett picks the right pass. She's got Stewart in the box. Stewart denied at the near post by Bouchard. Out of play off a deflection. It will be a Hermon corner. But Grace Bouchard glued to that post, keeping the scoreline, the deficit at just 1 for the time being.
Great pass through the defense right to Stewart, and she got the shot she wanted. Just Bouchard came up too good, and now just the second corner kick of the afternoon for Hermon.
Delivered in high. Hermon got on the end of it. Bouchard was out of goal, but a deflection goes straight across the 18-yard box, and Bouchard able to scamper back to her position. Bapst looking to counter with it. Guess who with the timely interception? It's Selleck.
See how dangerous Hermon is on the corner kick. The goal was not a corner kick, but it was similar to a corner kick play. Pass in on shot from the deep on the right wing, and a header, much like you would see in a corner kick play there. That time, Hermon got a head on the ball, just couldn't control it enough to direct it toward the net.
For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners have been Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor.
Oh, Mark, the lights are on here at Pottle Field.
Yeah, it's getting to that time.
You realize a week from now it'll be
pitch black.
Total darkness.
A little bit of sunshine still showing on the foliage along the far side of the field here at the Pottle Sports Complex. Crusaders trying to move it over the midfield. Running after this one goes Kaylee Lawson. Selleck is there first and patiently waits before putting that one out of play.
Good pressure there by John Bapst to force the throw in, get a chance to start it up in the offensive end, but the ref with a saving a beauty there.
Stopping the ball, so back underway. Hermon sending it down to the midfield as Stewart strong in winning that ball, feeding it to Tardy just beyond her reach, but now she's on it. The flag is up, though, along the far side.
Yeah.
And offsides is the call.
A lot of close calls there. You see Tardy just ahead of the play there, but they don't call it until it's touched up, I believe.
Yep.
That's why the hesitation and the momentary panic by everybody waiting for the whistle.
Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007, with 2 great locations right across the street from the entrance to Hermon High School here in Hermon, also on Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. Protect your home from the top down with AM Construction Roofing, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project until the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for your free quote. And Doors Equipment is your local Kubota dealer. They can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com.
Well, Hermon controlled the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half, and it's kind of reverted since then to what we saw for much of the first half. It's both teams trying to take turns, finding somebody going deep, so to speak.
Stuck in the midfield right now. There's Bapst trying to run onto it, but again, it's Selleck coming up for a touch. Takes deflection all the way across the field over to Stewart here. A nice interception there, keeping it down at this end by Lancaster. Garrett tries to play across in. Montier threw that cast up. Caught a piece of it. And it appears that that is the call because we got a free kick coming up. A chance for Garrett to essentially bend in across with the left foot.
Yeah, dangerous anytime she has the ball within 30, 35 yards of the goal. Got a sharp angle here, but see how Hermon plays. You got one person inside the goal box there.
Garrett with the feed across the box. It takes a deflection and out behind for a goal kick. At Hillside Athletics, they're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages. We're also brought to you on Ticket TV by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters, all ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Find them at thefitchcompany.com. Bapst loses possession along the far sideline. Hermon with a throw in front of the away fans. Sent deep by John Bapst once again, but only blue shirts behind the ball. Johnson has it picked off. Butler with the interception, and now the Crusaders trying to capitalize with the ball at this end of the pitch. That one's put out of play, and it will be a Crusader corner.
See what John Bapst can do with a corner kick. Just their second of the match.
Riley Susi heading over to the corner, the junior, to bring it in. They took their first one short. Bennett's down there.
Yeah, Tessa Ewart there to guard her.
That one goes in deep. Bennett gets to the ball off a deflection, trying to poke it back towards goal. Hermon again sends one down. Susi trying to get back to the loose ball. Keeps it alive in the box. Still with the Crusaders. Bennett off a deflection. Still not out of there. And now finally Hermon able to poke it up towards the midfield.
Pretty good pressure by the Crusaders. Just couldn't get on the ball enough to take a shot.
Just were missing that
Hermon
final
was
touch.
Persistent there. Chasing John Bapst and the ball down.
Susi trying to advance it. Garrett trying to get around her and unable to do so. Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan at Route 1 in Hancock and at Tony'sFairwayAuto.com. Ball out of play here for a John Bapst throw. Crusaders wasting no time before bringing it back in. I was watching a Premier League game over the weekend, Ernie. Liverpool and I think it was Brentford. Someone, I don't know. Whoever it was, the severe underdog. Not as much as I used to be.
John Henry.
They're feeling the pressure. They've lost 4 or 5 in a row in the league, which compared to American sports brings with it the temperament and panic of like a 26-game losing streak for any
firing
team.
Coaches, won't they?
Well, they're already talking about firing the guy that won the league his first year on the job last year, replacing him with the guy that quit on Liverpool the year before that,
really?
Jurgen Klopp. So anyways, in that game, they fall down early. The opposition, whoever it was, big-time underdog. You know, European soccer, it's all about killing as much time as possible. They took 9 minutes and 15 seconds to take 10 throw-ins over the course of the second half of that game. Roughly 55 seconds per throw-in as they're just sitting there wasting time and trying to get to the end of it.
A lot of rotator cuff injuries there. They couldn't throw it in.
Well, luckily we're on a real clock here in high school soccer. Nothing like that in the state of Maine, as that one is sent in from deep and dealt with by Balmus.
Yeah, I watched like the World Cup and the national competition.
Yeah.
But I just, in terms of the league stuff, I just never really was attracted to it. Too much crap away from the game. It's, like you say, all this stalling, and every time it's somebody gets hurt, it's like gunfire went off. You can go to the ground, and just too much wasted time. Yeah, they have some rules about that.
All gray area. Just let it go. John Bapst going to the back line here to try to switch the play to the far side of the field.
Good idea. It's worked well for him here.
Moving it up right around the perimeter of that 18-yard box. And the Hawks will just have to sweep it out of play.
You see six Hawks inside basically the 5-yard line there. Would have been 15 yards from the goal line out.
Deep throw here for the Crusaders.
That's part of what you do when you do have a 1-goal lead. You kind of try to protect it.
Bennett on the ball, dispossessed over there by Ewer. And Hermon wins the throw.
I haven't said this before, but you got two of the best sophomore midfielders around in this game. And Peyton Coretta, Hermon, and Quinn Bennett of John Bapst.
They're both putting their stamp on this one. Crusaders not allowing this ball to advance really beyond the 30-yard line right now, keeping it down at this end of the pitch. That throw comes through to Garrett. She tries to pick out a clearance, unable to do so. Second attempt as she comes charging at the ball and wins it back off a strong challenge. And now moves it up into the midfield where Tardy gets on the end of it. Natalie Tardy off and running around one defender, waiting for some teammates to catch up. Tardy around a couple, tries to bend one towards the far post, but just couldn't get the curve behind it.
I think she just got tuck it out after a while, got it on her right foot and said, I'll go for it. Couldn't quite curve it enough in to get it inside that far post. But good job controlling the ball.
Bapst sends it down to the midfield. Garrett with an interception. Tardy trying to send it off where she can run after it. And it's put out of play here by Bapst. A throw from an attacking position here for the Hawks. Tardy turns, right-footed cross, gets to Stewart and takes a deflection up off her chin. Still with the Hawks in the box. Can they get a chance? It looked like there was a couple opportunities there for Lancaster, but the ball just beyond her toes, and the Crusaders now with it coming the other direction.
Hawks a little unlucky there. First the ball that Stewart tried to volley, went off her chin, and then Lancaster had her shot blocked by a defender.
Misclearance here. Stewart went after the ball, but she was in an offside position. Looks like the referees are talking about this one. Got the 3-ref crew out there today for the postseason.
Was there a push?
That could have been it.
I didn't know if they were looking at each other, wondering if they wanted to bring a card out or something, but
either way, time coming off the clock.
Right.
We approach the midway point of this second half. We do have to send you off to a couple picture-in-picture breaks over the course of this second half, and as the Crusaders bring it back into play, let's send you to that first one right now on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
There's no reason to be overwhelmed.
No.
We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Back here in Hermon, Crusaders defense dealing with a chance in the corner for the Hawks. 18.5 minutes remaining in this Class B North quarterfinal matchup. Number 2 Hermon leading number 7 John Bapst 1-0.
Corner kick went from Tardy to Peyton Garrett in the middle of the goal area. Off her chest, couldn't get enough on it to get it toward the goal, and John Bapst able to clear it, but she was open in the middle of that defense. Garrett was.
Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty. For all your plumbing needs, visit Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969 or find them at timsplumbingmaine.com. The Farmer's Table is your stop for homestyle cooking, just like Mom makes it at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. There's a centering pass in the direction of Bennett, trying to get it onto her right foot to get a shot away. Did it take a deflection along the way? No, it's a goal kick. Substitution here for the Hawks. Knowlton Automotive is a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. They provide guaranteed service at a fair price, 3297 Broadway in Kentucky, or at knowltonautomotive.net.
Good work by Maya Lancaster to come from the right side to give Bennett a little bit of a hard time as she was trying to get that shot off. Looked for a moment like she had a clear path, at least a clear lane to kick the ball toward the net, but that was closed up quickly.
Susie trying to roll it off to Williams. Williams getting it ahead to Huang. Good defense there by Johnson. Not out of harm's way yet, but she gets around Williams and gets it up to you or no. It just crept over that line. Throw back into Susie. Over toward Bennett. Bapst snaps one through the box, and out of play here. It'll be a Hermon goal kick. Stop by American Made Home Goods at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor, inside the Rennie's Plaza, and explore their incredible selection of USA-made products. AMHG Works, where American made matters. And if you're hungry after the game, swing by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant inside Family Fun Bowling Center, the Back Alley where good times roll, and so do the bowling balls at 15 Hildreth Street in Bangor, or online at backalley.restaurant.com. Hermon coming down that far sideline. Hawks looking for what at this point would be a goal that would go a long way toward booking a ticket in the semis, and Bouchard knees buckled a little bit, but that one was right at her, and she collects it out of the air.
She might have thought it was struck a little harder than it was, although it was struck fairly hard, but able to maintain her composure and make that save. Her 7th save of the match.
Here's Tardy. Trying to get through the white shirts into a shooting position. Ball on the left foot, and that one just keeps skipping across the turf wide of the far post.
He had to go to her left foot because the defensive help came from the right. Watch this. You see the help there on the right, but she got that shot off so quickly and without much of a pre-kick.
Yeah, not too much of a wind-up there.
Kind of snapped it off there, and it was so dangerous, but just wide to the far post.
Goal kick is intercepted by Hermon. The Hawks right back onto possession inside the final quarter hour. From new construction to remodels, RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Trudeau is a licensed and fully insured master electrician ready to take on your residential or commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV chargers like RT Electrical on Facebook, or call 694-1564 today. Here's a chance. Tardy's through. Tardy shoots with the left foot, and Bouchard with a kick save. Uses the shins to keep it a 1-0 ball game. Hermon still on the attack. And Bapst finally putting it out of play into the Hermon bench, but that was
a heck of a save there.
Point blank on Natalie Tardy.
She kind of had to almost reach back a little bit with her leg because she was going by, but got it down there enough. Here comes Tardy here now by herself, left-footed again, and Bouchard got it with the legs and comes up clapping. She says, we're still in this, baby.
That they are. 1 goal the difference right now. 13 and a half minutes remaining in this Class B quarterfinal. Don't forget to start your weekdays the right way with the morning roast. 6 to 8 a.m. The guys tomorrow will be talking with the University of Maine hockey coach Ben Barr. The drive takes you home on air right now. Weekdays 4 to 6. Jim Churchill, Aaron Jackson in the studio. We'll be back there tomorrow afternoon as well. And don't forget to follow Ticket TV on social media. I'll show you the handles right here at 929 The Ticket on Twitter, 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, and 929 The Ticket on Instagram. Garrett taking that ball toward the corner. A whistle comes in, and she lost it out of play. Garrett being talked to momentarily there after the back heel. Tardy with an interception. Still with the ball at her feet. Then gets wiped out in the box, and a penalty is coming up. You hear the reaction from the home fans as Natalie Tardy gets spilled right on the edge of that 18-yard box.
Just inside, yeah. Just inside, but just persistence there by Tardy. Looks like Peyton Garrett's going to take the PK.
12:20 frozen on the clock, and Hermon a chance here to put this game away.
I think the big one here, she's just got to keep it down enough.
Bouchard has been great. Does she have another save in her tonight? Garrett with the run-up, and Hermon leads it by 2.
Yeah, she has Garrett, such an explosive shot there. If she just keeps it down and in the net and doesn't kick it right at the goalie. Bouchard dove to her left and
not much
Garrett
you could do there. Even,
just put it behind her. Yeah,
even if you picked right, the power behind the shot off the left foot of Peyton Garrett.
Make a guess. That is Peyton Garrett, goal number 10 on the season for her to go with 19 assists.
Just a casual 29 goal contributions at a sophomore midfielder behind 200 goal scorers up front. Hermon might be looking for more here as they play it beyond Tardy, and Bouchard collects it off the turf.
A great work by Tardy on that left wing against at least three defenders there. Kind of force that trip. She used the dribble to get past them one at a time to set up that penalty kick for her teammate. Garrett, just a sophomore.
About 11 and a half minutes remaining here in Hermon. The Hawks looking to see through a 2-0 victory as Tardy had everybody on the premises just staring at that ball as it went streaking through the air, Bouchard included.
Yeah, that was probably maybe a best shot of the night right there, just wide, barely wide.
Out of nowhere, too. You talk about snapping one on goal without too much of a windup behind it.
Yeah, doesn't need much space. Just an eye toward the net with nothing in the way, and the kick will be made. Here she is again.
Stewart crosses to Tardy, right foot shot block. Lancaster had to go, but her shot was blocked down. Still loose out there and swept out of play by the Crusaders.
This is how Hermon protects the lead. They keep firing. Just keep
at a third and a fourth.
Forcing the issue offensively. But they've got to get defense back there, Selleck in particular. In case John Bapst makes a break.
Out of play here for a Crusader throw. Auto Radiator Services, serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years for general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters. Call 942-4554 or find them at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. Tardy turns and feeds Ewer. Bapst the first there, and it'll be a Hermon throw. If you want to look and feel your best at Mainstay Skincare, Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Ave, Suite 7 in Augusta or online at mainstayskincare.com. Garrett trying to turn away from defenders and keep the ball glued to her foot in the box. Comes out to Tardy, who bends one over the head of Stewart beyond the far post.
Stewart says, I can't jump that high.
Little too tall.
Good effort, though, just the same.
If you're looking for trucks or heavy equipment, Hildreth Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, is your one-stop shop. From skid steers to bulldozers to dump trucks and excavators, buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514 or visit hildrethstreetauto.com today. Bapst unable to advance the ball beyond midfield since that second Hermon goal. A chance here to run with it. Sent ahead, but it's blue shirts there first. Getting there for the Hawks was Devin Stanley, number 12, a junior into the ball game.
Yeah, you think there were people back defensively for Hermon to guard against those long passes before. Now there's going to be even more armed with the 2-goal lead.
Susie trying to bring it forward here. Bennett goes back to collect. This is where that final touch just hasn't been with the Crusaders tonight, unable to get a shot away. That one pops up. Ball miss. Was watching it for a second, but then grabs it off the turf.
Had some serious side spin on it. But nobody could get to it for John Bapst as Hermon had numbers back.
Ewer has it poked free. Murnick back towards the midfield. Bennett continues the run, pokes it ahead, and Balmus comes scooting out of goal.
Yeah, good idea. You can't cheat forward too much too early because that's offsides, but Bennett set up her teammates. She just couldn't quite get there before Balmus, who had her eye on the ball the whole way, was able to react and go and get it.
Tardy looking to do some more running, passing it across the box to Stewart. Oh, just wide, and look at Natalie's reaction.
Oh.
Tardy was already celebrating.
Yeah.
That was like vintage Splash Bro days when Steph or Clay would pass it off to the other. One of them starts celebrating, and it's the rare occurrence that it clangs off back iron.
Knew Bouchard had the near post covered, but just missed the far post there as Hermon looking to add to its 2-goal lead.
That would have been.
And that would have been the tying goal career record-wise for Madison Stewart as well. She's one behind Brooke Gallup with 111 for her career.
Nearly a bit of history right there, but I'd say the Hawks have another home match coming their way for Madison to set that record.
They've got other ideas. They've won 6 regional championships in the last 11 years under MJ Ball, looking to get a 7th and take it a step further if they can. Get that elusive first gold ball.
Here's an interception by the Crusaders, trying to mount an attack here with 6.5 minutes remaining, but once again, Hermon just bodies them up. Beautiful night tonight in Hermon. A pink sky as the sun's setting over the foliage.
Well, that means a good day tomorrow. Red sky at night.
Yeah, Sailor's delight. 6 minutes remaining as it goes out of play for a Crusader throw. We do have to get you off to one more picture-in-picture break, which we'll do in just a moment. First, I'll tell you about Maniac, Snack Shack, and Sniff and Snack. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. And from Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd, Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop in at 878 Sweet Bee, Stillwater Avenue in Bangor, and pile on the fun with froyo and all your favorite toppings. Sweet Frog, where sports and sweets always win. Bouchard collects that one off the turf. Let's send you off to that final picture-in-picture break with the Hawks in front 2-0 on Ticket TV.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
Back here in Hermon for the final 4.5 minutes on Ticket TV. The Hawks in front of the Crusaders, 2-0. Looking to advance to yet another Class B North semifinal and run their record this year to 15-0. Here's Tardy running in space in search of potentially her first goal. Instead, passes it off for Garrett. Didn't catch that one clean. Deflected out of there by the Crusaders and over in front of the Hermon bench. Well, what shouldn't be lost in this one either is the effort put forth by John Bapst against what is just a machine of a team in the Hermon Hawks.
I would say this, and I haven't seen him play a ton, but I've seen him play a couple times before this, including the first meeting of the season here against Hermon, which was a 7-0 in favor of the Hawks. And this is a team that's grown by leaps and bounds.
11 wins here in the fall of 25. Hermon working hard to keep that clean sheet intact. Lancaster ahead to Ewer. Ewer up for Tardy. One more run. Monnier won't allow it as that is poked out of play for a corner.
Makes you wonder if by the time the regional tournament is over, this may be the toughest game they have. You just don't know.
Could be.
You just don't know.
Cross played in, a couple of deflections off both teams, and now out to about the 30-yard line where Hermon resets.
I know you got all those Philadelphia Philly fans thinking that they gave the Dodgers the toughest go. I don't know. Toronto's giving them a pretty good run.
Thrown back in here by Hermon. Stewart gets around a couple defenders. Crusaders now poke it towards the midfield inside of 2.5 minutes remaining here on Ticket TV. Ewer with a quick touch, and Monnier knocks it back in our direction. Bucksport Hannaford supporting their local student athletes this fall. They're proud to cheer on their community's teams and help make their season a success. Hannaford proud to be part of their community. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you in part by Mainly Audio. Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Mainly Audio. Find them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777. Bangor Mall Cinemas has been Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. They feature luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Ewer gets it off to Tardy. Quick shot, takes a deflection, and Bouchard keeps it in play. 90 seconds and counting here.
Again, the winner of this game plays the winner of Presque Isle, number 3, and Gardner, number 6. Right now it's scheduled for Friday, weather permitting. And that is a question at this point.
Very much so. I think last I saw today, they were calling for 2 inches of rain coming our way on Friday.
Yeah, I saw one station went so bold to say 1 to 3.
Hey.
I was like, come on. I could have guessed that. It would pay me a lot less. Not a big fan of some of these weather people that don't have the courage because they feel like they get blamed every time.
Don't want to pin it down to a number.
Yeah. At the same time, I don't think their job depends on whether they get it right or not.
Call Novus Auto Glass today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced as Hermon. One final bit of defending there. Bangor Window Shade and Drapery offers custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings at 105 Main Street in Bangor. The Crusaders get one more shot away. Balmus collects it. She appears to be heading towards yet another clean sheet. And the Hermon Hawks, now 15-0 this season, heading back to the Class B semis after a 2-0 victory over the John Bapst Crusaders. The Hawks celebrate with Balmus, and they get ready for one more test before potentially another return to play for a regional championship. 2-0. Hermon beats the Crusaders on Ticket TV. Don't go anywhere. Our post-game show coming up right after this message from our sponsors.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia.
You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Back here in Hermon, and we welcome you into the post-game show. You see the Hawks right there going through the team talks after a victorious 2-0 effort over the John Bapst Crusaders in this quarterfinal round, 2-7 in the Class B matchup as the Hawks now 15-0 this season. We welcome you into the McDonald's post-game show here on Ticket TV. Extra value meals are officially back, and McDonald's putting value back on the menu so you can make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the quarter pounder with cheese, or just can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. Ticket TV, also presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. Let's get this post-game show underway with a look at the highlights presented by Next Home Experience. Only 2 goals, but plenty of action from the 80 minutes this afternoon.
Yeah, here's one. Watch Toddy turn around, spin around quickly, and then cross that, and there is Madison Stewart. Goal number 111 for her career with a header about 6.5 minutes into the game, and Hermon with a 1-0 lead. And a lot of this game, though, was played pretty evenly as the first half progressed, but neither team able to get on the board again. Here's John Bapst with a nice try, just wide. That was number 15 for the Crusaders, Riley Susie. And here comes Balmas out of the Hermon goal to make a nice read. Here comes Tardy again. Left-footed shot, and Grace Bouchard goes down and gets it. Tessa Ewer with an attempt there after some good work deep in the left corner. It's Quinn Bennett for John Bapst, and Balmas right there to make the stop, or the catch. There's Stewart again, Madison Stewart. And there's Tardy. Feel like she's a little snake bit there. Here comes Tardy again. Great save there by Bouchard. Her best of the night. Here's Tardy working against the 3 or 4 defenders. Got tripped up, and Hermon rewarded with a penalty kick, and powerful leg of Peyton Garrett makes it work. There's Tardy one more time, and there's Stewart one more time. Just one goal between the pair tonight, but they're up to, 111, 101. What's that, 212 between the two of them.
And now up before the year for the Hermon Hawks, 89-7.
89-7. That is the 8th shutout of the season for Hermon, who has yet to give up more than 1 goal in a game. Done that 7 times. We talked before the game about, you can see the other final we have so far, Scott Hegan defeating Erskine Academy 1-0. They'll play the winner of Madomic and Old Town, which started at 5 o'clock. Presque Isle and Gardner playing as well, and the winner of that game will come to Hermon to play.
Yep. Making the
later
trip
this week.
Here to Pottle Field.
I was just going to say, we talked at the beginning of the game about how, John Bapst had kind of a twofold mission. A, trying to stop Hermon from scoring. But B, figure out a way to score themselves because they had not scored in 2 regular season meetings against the Hawks. Well, they did the former pretty well. 1-0 game till late, and there's a penalty kick, and they're pressing, but they couldn't get on the board, and that's the problem. You can't win unless you score, and they're, for the 3rd time this season against the Hawks, the Crusaders unable to score, but I would say a tremendous amount of improvement for Greg Bennett's club from the first time we saw them play.
Certainly.
Hermon to the 3rd time we saw them play. It went from 7-0 to 3-0. This one was 2-0, but was very competitive. Both teams had their chances. The shots were shots on goal, 11-5, but Bapst had a couple of very good threats. They just couldn't cash in, and as a result, the Hermon Hawks move on to the semifinals once again.
Ernie with the game recap right there. Our Ticket TV coverage presented in part by Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models are used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. We're also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. And for over 5 decades, Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Then book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Time now to award the play of the game, and we dial it back to technically the winner in this one, all the way back about 5.5 minutes after the start.
Yeah, here is Tardy getting the ball over in the corner. Watch this quick spin move to her right to be able to get to the end line, and sends across toward the far post, and there is Madison Stewart right there with the header. Sharply, no time for Bouchard to react. The ball goes in the net, and the Hawks never trailed after that.
Yeah, it took them 5:25 to get on the board. That is all they would need. That play of the game is presented by Quirk Auto Group. Time now to award our player of the game, and we're giving this one to someone who wound up with no goals tonight.
No, but she's kind of set up both of them, as it turns out. You see it here. Again, this is the first goal with Tardy setting up Madison Stewart for goal number 111 of her career. And here, just working against 4 different defenders, winds up getting tripped up just inside the penalty box. Set up a penalty kick for Peyton Garrett, and Garrett knocks it home to make it 2-0 late in the second half. So, I mean, she only gets credit for the 1 assist, but certainly she had an assist on that second goal as well by doing all the work to get tripped up in the penalty area and give Peyton Garrett a chance to give Hermon a big insurance goal with about 12 minutes left in the contest.
It is not the first time Natalie Tardy has been named Ticket TV Player of the Game, presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor, and at herosportsgrill.com. Our coverage also presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Visit northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. And we're presented by Eastern Maine Community College. At EMCC, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Let's take a quick peek at what's coming up the rest of the week on the airwaves of 92.9 The Ticket, Maine Sports Leader. World Series Game 4 tonight, World Series Game 5 tomorrow night. Coverage beginning at 7 both nights, the first pitch at 8 from Dodger Stadium. Then on Thursday, we bring you our first Bruins contest of the year. The last place Boston Bruins hosting the, at last check, second to last place Buffalo Sabres, and that one coming up at 7 o'clock on Thursday night.
The first draft pick is at stake already.
Yep. And then on Friday night, Maine welcomes BU to the Alphon for a big weekend. The number 5 Terriers taking on the number 12 Black Bears. 7:30, the puck drop of both of those contests, so getting it started a little later with a 7 o'clock pregame on Friday and Saturday night. Ticket TV, presented in part by Praise Auto Sales. Looking for your next ride? Praise Auto Sales on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day, no waiting for a sale, and over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com today. And we're presented by Bangor Savings Bank. They have helped New Englanders achieve their goals since 1852, because at Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Whether you're planning for today or building for tomorrow, they're here with a personalized service and a commitment to what matters most to you. Visit Bangor.com. The rest of the week on Ticket TV, tomorrow we will be on the campus of the University of Maine, where the John Bapst boys begin their quest for a 4th consecutive Northern Regional title. And then the end of the week, we've got something planned for Friday, unless Mother Nature has something else planned, in which case we'll be finding a game whenever it comes on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that. Yeah, John Bapst, I mean, we talk a lot about the Hermon girls and what they've done. They've won 6 regional titles in 11 years under MJ Ball, looking for a 7th one here in the next week or so. But John Bapst has been, at least for the last 4 years, equally as dominant with 3 regional championships and a big record. I can't remember what their record is right now, but it's pretty good, and they're the number 1 team in Class B North on the boys' side. Coach Jason Pamburn's club. So they'll be a tough out, certainly, on that side of it. Well, and we'll get to see their quarterfinal tomorrow.
That is coming up tomorrow night at 5 o'clock right here on Ticket TV. Only thing left to do tonight from Pottle Field and Hermon is give credit to our Ticket TV crew around the grounds. Max Pottle directing and producing down in the truck, as well as whipping up all the graphics. Kim Mitchell, his assistant tonight, running the scoreboard. Sydney Hurst, our camera operator, and Ernie Clark, my broadcast partner, on this call of a Class B quarterfinal victory. The Hermon Hawks over the John Bapst Crusaders, 2-0. This has been High School Soccer on Ticket TV.
High School Sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High School Sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town in Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Pucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High School Sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.